Hi guys, welcome to a new episode of Sneak Peek. So I'm David.
And I'm Brian. Welcome back. This is our second episode in our new space, and today, as promised, we have a guest with us today. So without further ado, let's bring on the guest. Yay! Okay, come, clap.
No more from the fitting room.
Handsome, muscular man for you, all the girls. Ooh, very good, huh? So on today's episode, we have with us Landdis. Thank you for joining us. And Landdis is actually the owner of Splace. Now, you want to just do a quick introduction to tell us like what Splace is about?
Okay, so Splace is we mainly sell like display boxes. So how we started Splace is because we realized that most boxes were front drop, so you can only see the front or back of the shoes, and then the quality wasn't that great. I mean, in the market, so we decided to start because I was just looking online, and then we found like, actually the side drop looks much better. You spend so much money on the shoes, and then you just want to have a better view. So we just started bringing it in, and then like people just found it really good, and it's easier accessible, and then we can see all the shoes. Like I always say, like you can only wear one pair of shoes out each time, but you can always buy more and display more, and then you feel shook.
So here are all the photos of all his clients, his customers, and their beautiful shoe collections with the side drop Splace boxes. Besides your business-wise, like personally, do you collect sneakers? Like, or what kind of sneakers do you collect?
I collect quite a bit of sneakers also, so I usually like monochrome colors. So black and white sneakers, usually like Dunks, Air Force Ones, basically like a PMO. So you see I'm wearing a black t-shirt, so generally black and white shoes.
Monochromatic,
Yep, color.
Mysterious, like the girls like it, black and white, hey. Are you single?
No, I'm not.
Sorry, girl. Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, but anyway.
Calm down, relax.
So we reached the second segment of our show, which is the sneaker review. So today the sneaker that we will be reviewing is the KOD Air Force One KOD.
Not Air Force One lah!
Oh,
sorry.
put it in. I don't know his stuff.
Okay, sorry.
The KOD Air Max One KOD, which is also known as the Kiss of Death.
Okay. So for this sneaker, before we go any further, we want to take a very good look at the box. Okay. Now, for those who don't know, KOD is actually a brand founded by Edison Chen. Edison Chen is very famous for his. On first glance, the box is super different. It's very intricate. It's like a basic black Nike box, but it has the KOD logo and Nike, as well as
some Chinese.
Can you read?
The Ningjie Jituan, I think.
And then there's a very nice calligraphy of something here on the box. So this box is very special. Before we carry on, there is a little list here in the box that actually states different body parts. And
in Chinese.
In Chinese, and then the so and the last one is Gangmen, is anus lah. So why this is the case, I'll let them to discuss.
I think the reason why there's a list of body parts is because if you can see, it's very like Chinese like reflexology themed lah. As you can see from the bottom of the shoe, if you can see properly, it's actually a human's foot with different colors. So actually the different colors symbolizes actually the different pressure points on your foot, which also goes back to like the Tuina, like Chinese Masu, Chinese physician, the charts.
So Landdis, what do you think about this shoe? Like the color blocking wise and stuff? Honestly, I think it's pretty interesting. I think it's quite a good contrast between this color and the red and the orange.
But because it's not black and white, you won't wear it.
But I think the transparent toe box is quite interesting. You can wear with like KOD socks.
Okay. Obviously, like he mentioned, one very prominent feature of this shoe is actually the transparent toe box. Now, this toe box is I mean, it's good and bad lah. It's like similar to like the off-white ghosting pack, the Zoom flies, etc. But it's damn funny because there are a lot of photos like people wear barefoot.
Yeah, correct.
Then like the toe here, then like got evaporation. Then damn funny. So I don't know why people do that lah. But
your sock game must be strong lah if you want to rock this pair.
Like the materials wise, it's actually kind of like Nubuck-ish, Swedish, and it features like what Landdis said, very prominent color blocking.
The swoosh and even like the heel tab is all like this maroon color, and the back is actually reflective lah.
Oh, we forgot to mention that this is a retro. Of
Correct.
Of a 2016. 2006 version as well.
release,
So there are a few subtle differences lah between the OG pair. Like for example,
OG pair is behind is orange, but for this pair it's actually maroon lah.
and the OG pair, right, the toe box wasn't perforated. So can you imagine how disgusting it will be? Even worse, bro. It comes with red laces, and the insoles are also pretty unique. The insoles features the gangmen again.
And like,
yeah.
so how you guys rate the shoe?
Why you
Honestly, maybe like a 7. Actually, the only thing I think is a bit off is the orange part lah.
Okay.
If it's a bit red, I think it will go better. Like, the tri-color. This orange is a bit like luminous because the leather is a bit like more matte feel.
Yeah, correct,
and this one is a bit off. I think like it feels a bit off lah. But I think other than that, I think the toe box is quite interesting, and the whole concept, especially the heel, it's quite interesting lah. That's why I will give it still a 7 out of 10.
No, cool.
Yep.
For me, I want to give it 7 or so. To me, it is, how to say, it's just unique lah in a way. You know, it's something that sneakerheads, if you see someone wearing, you'll be like, that's cool. But if you wear this to the wet market, the auntie will look at you and think that you're doing something wrong, bro.
脚弟，你脚趾没有剪。
你鞋子有洞啊？
Yeah lah, but I really respect the concept and really think that it's really cool lah in a way. Yeah, so 7 lah for me.
Yeah.
You?
I think I'll finish it off by giving it a 7 also.
Wow.
Actually, but
777, bro.
correct. But because I do like this shoe, it's not horrible. It's very unique also. But the thing that just throwing me off is the transparent toe box lah. Like what I say, I think you need strong sock game to rock this. But it's interesting shoe lah.
Or strong toenail game. either one.
Yes. To rock this shoe, and yeah, it's just very unique lah. Yeah, with all the Chinese roots and stuff. Yeah.
So overall still a very
decent shoe?
Very decent shoe. KOD is a brand that is very underrated lah, I feel. And we're gonna plug it again. We have a lot of KOD merch only. I think we are one of the only places in Singapore that has KOD merchandise. So if you wanna come down and pair your shoes with some KOD merch, you know,
Get the KOD socks also.
KOD socks, yeah. Splace also does socks, so KOD socks to pair around, and you know, then you have a full KOD fit lah. Okay, so we've reached the final segment of the show, and in today's segment, we actually, because we have Landdis and Splace here, we're gonna talk about shoe collection protection and display. So how do you care for your shoes? How do you protect your shoes? How do you display your shoes, etc. Okay, so here we have some products that Splace sells. So we have their very popular and very best-selling side drop clear acrylic case. It is clear all around, all panels, so that you can see your shoe in its greatest glory. And we also have how will you introduce this?
I think this is like more like a custom design box lah. So this is full acrylic also.
Full acrylic. Okay.
So yeah, this one.
So you also do like custom boxes.
Yeah, we do actually. Sometimes customers request for certain design. Got some like I wanted a Dior design. So this is a PMO one lah with the graffiti. So this is like a Lego inspired brick in figurine. So,
quite cool to have it on top of your collection.
Yeah, I think if you have the same shoe, it's quite interesting lah. But so I think it's quite cute lah because the different models they all look quite alike. Quite cute.
First, let's talk about shoe care. Let's go to shoe care. So like caring for your shoes are important. I mean, you know, a shoe is something that is very expensive. For example, you spend over $1,000 for a shoe. It is also like a car lah. It's a depreciating asset lah. You know, because as you wear it, the value goes down with wear. Because eventually a shoe will break and crumble. What are the different methods you guys use to protect your shoes, and why is it important?
Oh, I think if you use this box, a lot of people buy the boxes because I mean it's modular, right? You don't need to have a fixed cupboard. I mean, I'm a bit digressing here, but so what people do is they put silica gel within this box. And then there's no so that it doesn't grow mold. Something else that people do is they like the box because it protects from the dust. You know, like when you use this IKEA like shelf,
you leave it open, it's prone to dust.
So then
sunlight.
It gets very annoying. But this one is clear so that you can see it. I think apart from that, a lot of people do sole shoe. Maybe you want to
sole shoe. Yeah. So sole shoe. Shout out to SG Social Tyler, my man. Yeah. So sole shielding is a process. I go take again, I'll show you. So I think social is very important. It's one of the most fundamental protections that if you want to maintain the value of your shoe, because you know when you walk, your sole wears out. So what social does is it actually puts a layer of this material over, and it actually prevents the sole from wearing out lah. So you can just keep on changing the sole shoe, and yeah, you're good to go lah. Yourself, David, how do you protect your shoes?
I used to work at this certain shoe place, so one of the products. So one of the products that we were selling at the time was this the Crab Protect spray lah. And in the beginning, I didn't really believe it lah, the product I was selling. But after getting one and using for myself, I realized it's actually quite important for you to spray and protect your shoe, because that actually gives your shoe a protective layer that shields from dusting and water as well.
Water resistant.
So a lot of times when you go out, right? I mean, when it suddenly rains, you can't predict this kind of situation. So it really helps to have like this protective water resistant layer on
Because nowadays a lot of funky materials are being used as sneakers. Correct. You see suede. Yeah, you see all different materials. So things like materials like suede, once it comes in contact with water,
become very smelly also.
Yeah, and then so it's really a very pain in the ass, a hard pain in a way lah. So I think like Landdis said, protection wise, keep your sneakers clean, use silica gels or desiccants to remove the moisture, because shoes are prone to oxidation and molding, correct? Let me show you the difference here. Okay, here we have a pair of Jordan 1 Spider-Mans. Now, Spider-Mans come with a clear icy sole, similar to the clot that we just talked about, correct? If you don't take care of them, this will happen. Okay, you can see there's a very stark difference between a dead stock pair and a used pair. Now, oxidation happens lah, and it really hurts, because sometimes once it happens, it is normally irreversible. So let's move on to like displaying now. Now, talking about display, right? For me, I've seen a transition from the popularity of having normal crab crates. Now, crab crates used to be like the go-to crates in the industry, but they were super expensive, right? And they weren't very aesthetic in a way. But they had very unique trait of this, their marketing program, which is the box protects, reduces the UV light entering your shoe, which is not very aesthetic in a way, because it's black color, so it just sits in the front. So obviously right now with the popularity of like the side drops, if you ask me, the easiest way and the most aesthetic way to present your shoes are in a side fashion as well. Like how about yourselves? Like, what do you think about it?
Okay, so basically, not say a tip lah, but for my suggestion is, because I've seen a lot of people who display their sneakers in shoe boxes, right? They usually don't get the appropriate height. So for example, Jordan 1 highs, right? They have to put it sideways. So I feel like their way of displaying, right? Sometimes it's a bit weird lah, to me lah. I feel like if you want to get a proper like display, especially Jordans, which is such a flashy shoe.
True.
And sometimes you damage the shoe.
Correct.
Especially the FOGS. When it's too high.
So that's why you should get an appropriate height, so you can display your Jordans properly, standing up where you can see in like its best form lah, instead of lying down.
Okay, so Landdis, you want to talk about like how you style? Because I know like you style your clients.
So I think one of the nicest style is the leather format, whereby you have
yes, I do that also. Yeah, correct.
It takes some space lah. So some customers actually build like very long and high, as in very tall and very very compact, which also works for smaller houses. But I think in general, people also use the clear one, because the higher, no matter how high, okay, I wouldn't say no matter how high, even you stack like 13-14 boxes high, right? The bottom, like how the other boxes, the bottom door you cannot close.
Correct.
But this one has no issue, because it's of a more sturdy material.
Yeah, so we come to the end of the show. We'd like to thank Landdis here for joining us today, and we actually have a giveaway for you guys. So Landdis will be giving away 3 sets of 2 cases of his standard clear acrylic cases to our lucky viewers. So all you have to do to join this giveaway, as per other giveaways, very simple. 1, follow Landdis on his Instagram. Second of all, you have to be subscribed to our YouTube channel. Thirdly, you have to follow us on Instagram. And lastly, you guys have to just comment below, tell us like, how you display your sneakers, how you protect your sneakers, as well as include your Instagram handle. Also, for those of our customers who wish to actually purchase more boxes, we actually have a promo code that Landdis has given to you guys. So the promo code is
Just conformity.
Conformity.
So it's
So-
like $10 off, $150.
Yeah, so you enter it and it's his website. Everything will be in the description. You enter it and then you can actually get a discount. Yeah.
Yep.
Free delivery.
Yes.
Free delivery as well. He will come to your house and help you.
So ladies,
Okay, so we come to the end of this episode and we'll see you in the next one.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.